Right, let's start today's session. The last lecture we were discuss about different ways to write Python code and execute. We have seen using interactive mode, using script mode, as well as using ideally and PyCharm editor we introduce. Today we'll discuss how to download and install Visual Studio Code Editor and how to write Python code and execute using Visual Studio Code Editor. Okay. So yesterday's session, we discussed clearly, we have successfully launched PyCharm editor. This is one of the best editor for Python programmers. And if you want to write Python code using Visual Studio editor, then you have to download it and install it. So in my computer, already VS Code editor is there because just my previous Django projects, FastAPI project sessions, I have already installed it. So let's uninstall first. For uninstallation process, let's go to control panel and there I can uninstall VS Code. Visual Studio Code Editor is there. This is Visual Studio Code Editor. I'm doing uninstallation. Why? Because just to show you the installation steps. So Visual Studio Code successfully uninstalled. Do you want to install or download and install Visual Studio Code? Simply you just go to the Google search, type download VS Code. That's it. Once the moment, if you enter, then you will be able to see first a link code.visualstudio.com. Click on this link. And there are few options are there. If you are using Windows 10 or 11, you just click on it, or Mac OS, you just click on it. So most of them are using like Windows 10 or 11. So let's click on it and you will be able to see download has started. This is Visual Studio Code setup executable file. Once download finished, let's see an installation process. And this is also a lightweight software. Okay, it's easy to set up. It won't take much more memory space. So our download has completed. Now it's time to install Visual Studio Code Editor. Let's install it. Just close this all windows and go to the download section. And there you can find Visual Studio Code Editor executable file. So double click on downloads and see this is the VS Code setup. To install it, simply double click on them. And you just accept the agreement, click on next. And notice this here, by default Visual Studio Code Microsoft VS Code is also installing in C drive. Okay, and at least 482.6 MB free disk space is required. Click on next and again next. And there, do you want to create desktop icon? You just activate this and open with code action Windows Explorer or menu options purpose. You can activate this. All checkboxes you can activate. Click on next and click on install. So it's preparing to install, and within few seconds, your installation procedure will be complete and it's ready to launch. After launching VS Code, then how to create your Python files and execute, I'll show you. Do you want to practice Python programs using VS Code? You can continue, no problem. But I said in my lecture, all throughout all Python lectures up to 2 months, I'll be use PyCharm editor only. Okay, that is more convenient for all of us. So completing the Visual Studio Code setup wizard, here activate is checkbox activation, launch Visual Studio Code. And if you activate, this will be launched automatically. If you don't activate, it will automatically, it will not launch. You have to launch it. Let me launch it, no problem. Finish. But the moment when VS Code launch for the first time, you will see how it is. So here VS Code editor icon is the desktop icon. So double click on it. And once it is launching, recent time on which project I work in Visual Studio Code, that project is opening. So yesterday I just opened this VS Code for my Django project 6 p.m. This is old project. But for the first time, if you are opening in your system, okay, it won't get this type of windows and you will get simply welcome message. Okay, I'll tell you that. But to write Visual Studio Code through some Python programs, first you just create one empty folder in desktop or any location. I'm creating empty folder here. The folder name is Python 10am. It's my folder name where I can save my all Python files in this folder Python 10am. It's an empty folder. So this is the folder which I create, right? Next, open this folder. So file menu, open folder. Where you have created folder and save desktop. Select this target folder, select folder. And you will see this for the first time when we launch VS Code, open the 10am folder means, so you got welcome message, right hand side, some build with AI agent is there. You can ignore it. And this is the folder only. But there is no Python files right now. Do you want to create a new Python file under this folder? Simply you can see there is a new file option. Click on it. Give the name of the file, whatever the name you want. .py, don't forget. Okay, .py mandatory. If we use .py extension, it's called Python file. So we can write Python script here. So to write Python script, simply print option. So here also IntelliSense is there. So I'm just writing print statement, welcome message. And to run this file, then what we need to do, there is a play button is there. You can see right hand side, run code, play button, run it. And you got that output window here, welcome. So this is, okay, run this. We got the output here, welcome message. This is one way to run this Python file. There is another way is there just by passing command. But where we can pass the command terminal. How to open terminal? There are few ways are there to open terminal. You can see there is a main menu run after three dotted ellipse button is there. Click on them, go to terminal, click on new terminal. Once you click on new terminal, you will be able to get this terminal window where your Python project folder is there, Python project, Python 10am. And do you want to execute this test.py file? Simply you can pass the command also, Python space test.py. So we got the output here instant. So this is one option you have either by using command or else directly you can hit the play button. But to open terminal every time, no need to go to here and terminal and new terminal. There is a short form, like you can see right hand side, there is a 1, 2, 3, third option is there, toggle panel. Click on toggle panel, terminal window will be open. Again, click on them, it will be hide. Open, hide, like this, more convenient. So this is exactly how to write Python code using Visual Studio Code. But notice this, for the first time, if you are using VS Code to write Python script, so I strongly recommend to install some extension. Okay, in my case, I'm not installing any extension because already I did many times. So for the first time if you are first time user means you must go to extension option. You can say extensions. And whenever you click on extension, there is a search box. In that search box, try to type Python simply. Once you type Python, there is a Python Microsoft is there only. This one need to be installed. Whenever I click on this, it's showing me uninstall option. That means already I have installed it. Okay. So why this is installation means extension. All Python libraries will be available in your VS Code environment setup. So this is a Visual Studio Code extension with rich support for Python language for all actively supported Python version, providing access points. Okay. Without any disturbance, we can able to get all the libraries and all. If you download and install extension, it will be useful. So don't forget this extension. And go back to your project folder by going to Explorer option. Simply you have project folder. But for the first time when we launch VS Code, the theme is not like this. It's a light color theme. I have changed that. You will be able to see the theme. Do you want to change the theme? In the bottom left corner, there is a settings icon is there. Go to the themes, color theme, and there is several themes are there. But first time when we launch, dark theme only will be there like this one. Do you want to change the theme? We can change the theme by going to settings, color theme, light color theme. You can use it. No problem. So this is as simple as that. If you want to continue Python code using Visual Studio Code, you can do it now, this one. Okay, but I'll continue with PyCharm only, sir, because all topics I'll explain with PyCharm. So let me launch PyCharm. Already yesterday we have seen how to download PyCharm and install it. So now today we will start programming of Python fundamentals using PyCharm. To open PyCharm, simply go to the sets and type PyCharm. You can see PyCharm 2025 editor. And the moment when I open PyCharm editor, in the recent time on which Python project I worked, that project only will open directly. So recently in the morning, 8 a.m. Python project I have worked. So that is opening now. This is Python project 8 a.m. But it's not your project, right? So to open your project, simply there is a main menu. Click on the open. Go to the location where you have saved yesterday the Python project 10 a.m. I saved in users, computer name, PyCharm projects. Just going the location. Going the location, PyCharm projects. And this is my Python project 10 a.m. So select folder. And the moment when I select folder, it will ask you several options. This window means in place of 8 a.m., 10 a.m. folder will be launched. New window means it's completely new PyCharm. One more instance will be open. Attach means along with 8 a.m. below 10 a.m. also will be attached. So let me open this window which I want to replace in place of 8 a.m. 10 a.m. So this is what our project. Yesterday we created test file test1.py file which I explained. Okay. Yes. Now today we'll start with the Python fundamental concept which is most important fundamentals. Python fundamentals. You must and should aware all these fundamentals. Without having idea about fundamentals, we can't start logical programming of Python. So first fundamental concept is comment section in Python. And next one is keywords or reserved words in Python. And third one is identifiers in Python. Fourth one is variable section. Fifth one is multiple assignment. And then final one, which is really important, that is called indentation. Most of the beginners get confused in the indentation part only. So these fundamentals you must and should aware. Let's start one by one. First, I'm talking about comments. These are very simple, sir. In every programming language, not even Python, like C, C++, Java, C Sharp, .NET, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, anywhere, whatever the language if we take, okay, even markup languages or programming languages, comments are very common to use. So there are two situations where we can use comments. Situation number one, as a developer, if we develop some logic, okay, and do you want to leave the description about that logic, then we can use comments. Why I should leave the description about my logic? Because your code may be transferred to somebody. After reaching your code to somebody, they can understand by reading your comments what purpose you implement that logic. This is one reason why we should use comments. And second reason is you have lot of lines of code in your program, but wantedly, do you want to avoid some lines of code from execution? Those lines you can keep in comments. If you keep those lines in the comment section, your Python interpreter simply ignore those lines from the execution. That means some lines do you want to exclude from the execution, then we can put those lines into comment section, I'm saying. For example, let us consider this. This is the program. And along with this program test1.py, when I run this, right click and test1, run test1, we got the result. But along with this, two more lines I'm including like this, print hello, like this, print hi, like this. And when I execute this, we got result is 30 just for adding two numbers, and hello, I also present in the output window. But if you don't want to execute these two lines, don't delete them. If you delete, again, whenever it is required, you should rewrite it again. Waste of time. So instead of deleting the lines which you don't really execute, so just put them into comment. But how to give comments in Python? Always comment starts in Python with hash symbol. So now I'm just giving hash symbol for this line starting. So these are under comes into the comment section. Then Python interpreter simply ignore these two lines from the execution. Whenever you want to include again, simply you can delete this as symbol, allow them to execute in the program. But one or two lines we can manage manually, right? But whole lines, for example, I want to keep these lines all into comments. Should I visit every line and give manually as symbol? Not correct. So to do this, what I can say, there is a shortcut to give comment section in Python, control plus slash. Okay, control plus slash forward slash. So CTRL and select all lines how many you want. Hit this control forward slash. Commented. Commented means no lines are in the execution. Again, uncomment also same. Select all lines. Again, control forward slash comment lines. Uncomment. Comment, uncomment. Select all. Control A. Control forward slash comment. Again, control forward slash uncomment like this. So this is comment section. To avoid some lines of code from the execution, generally we can use comments or to leave any description about your program. This is a program to add two numbers like this. This is your comments. This is not going to be part of the execution, right? So this is only output will display. This is just for understanding point of view. So this is about comment section in Python. Control slash we have to use for making comments. And next fundamental concept is keyword or reserved words. Every programming language is having keywords. Okay, so keywords are nothing but reserved words. The word which is reserved for some particular task. And same task purpose, we have to use that word. So there are plenty of keywords are there in Python. Each word is reserved for some task. Okay, each word is having its own purpose. The word which purpose it's reserved, same purpose you have to use. You can't change its purpose. And first of all, let's try to get the keyword list in Python. So let me add a new file, new program. Right click on project folder, go to new Python file in the series of file test2. And now to get keywords in Python, try to import keyword library. It's my library. So to import any library, we can use import keyword. Keyword is a library. Below, I'm writing keyword.kw list. When I run this test2.py and we are getting the output like this, all keywords. These are all keywords, sir. Keyword in list format. False, none, true, and all keywords. You can drag horizontal scroll bar. You will get more keyword list here. But can't we display all keywords in one window? Yes, there is a option like soft wrap. In the output window, soft wrap is there. Click on it. So you'll be able to see all keywords in one window instead of scrolling horizontally. And Python is a case sensitive language, right? So that's what you have to be careful. Only first three keyword you can observe. False, F capital, none, N capital, true, T capital. Only these keywords starting letter as capital. Rest of the keywords are all lowercase. And as, assert, async, await, break, all keywords only. But in this keywords list, you can observe one of the keyword called import. Already I have used it in my program import keyword, right? It's a keyword. Why I'm using this keyword right now? Because to import my library, to import any library in Python program, we can use import keyword. So this keyword is reserved for importing library only. You have to use same task purpose. Suppose if is a keyword, this keyword can be reserved for what? Conditional check. You have to use only for conditional check. Suppose del is a keyword where it is del to delete something. Def is a keyword to define function. Okay. For suppose here I'm using if is a keyword equal to 100. I'm using if as what? My variable. But this is not valid syntax or invalid syntax. Why, sir? Because this is a keyword name, but you are using this keyword as a variable. So it is having its own purpose. What purpose? Conditional check. But you are not using this keyword as conditional check, right? You are using this keyword as only variable name. So that's not possible. All keywords are reserved words. They are reserved for some particular task. So what purpose they reserved, you have to use the same purpose. You can't use your own purpose. So that's what. If I use IFF means it's valid variable name. So there is no keyword called IFF. It's allowed to use as your variable and value printed here. So ultimately, I'm saying these keywords are completely reserved for some particular task. Every keyword is having its own way to use it. The moment when I use any keyword in Python programming, that keyword will convey to the interpreter to do a particular task. Yes. So that interpreter can understand that programmer is doing some task. Suppose import keyword I'm using here. So interpreter can understand that programmer is trying to import keyword. If I use def keyword here, so interpreter can understand that programmer is doing defining the function. So don't use any keywords as your own purpose because every keyword is having a special meaning to convey to the interpreter to do a particular task. But all the keywords is having its own purpose. Don't worry, I'll let you know that each keyword we will be covered in our upcoming sessions according to the situation. In which case we can use all keywords. Okay. Yes. Now coming to the next fundamental concept, identifiers. It's also simple, sir. See, in Python, any name is nothing but identifier. Any name, like either it can be a variable name, or it can be a class name, or it can be a function name. Any name. That's name is nothing but identifier. Suppose how I can identify you by your name, right? Yes. So I can identify you with your name. Okay. So how I can identify the variable by its name? How I can identify the function by its name? So in Python, any name is nothing but identifier. But to give the names in Python, there are some rules. Let me explain rules to define the identifiers. Rules to define the identifiers. There are total 8 rules are there you must follow while giving names in Python. Either it can be a variable name or function name or class name or any name, you have to follow the rule. First name rule is what you know. The name or identifier contains lowercase and uppercase. Yes, both are possible. Make sure that identifiers are case sensitive. Case sensitive means what? If we give lowercase name, you have to be accessed with lowercase. If you give uppercase, you have to access with uppercase. Suppose, let's see the example we will cover based on these two statements. Suppose emp id is my variable name. Value of this is 1234. I am trying to access how it is emp id only. When I run this, we got the output like 1234 is the value. Emp id equal to 1234 means the value, it's a variable name. I declare my variable name is lowercase. I am accessing into lowercase. It's well and good. But if I try to access in capital letter, is it possible? No, it's called name error. The name capital letter EMPID is not defined, but you defined this name, but that is lowercase, but you are trying to access in uppercase. So I said lowercase and uppercase possible, but at the same time case sensitives. How the way you declare the name of the variable, same way how to access. Can I use EMPID capital letter name? Yeah, possible. EMPID is a capital letter. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a value. So you declare the name as capital, you are trying to access as capital, it's okay. But generally, I don't recommend to use capital letters names. Okay, better to go for lowercase. Why? The reason is why. The reason is simple. In other language point of view, like Java, C Sharp, .NET, if the programmers wants to declare the variable as constant, const int a like this, okay, or const int age equal to 30. Constant variables, how they can declare using const keyword. Other language I'm speaking. But in Python, how I can declare my variable and values are constant, only capital letter format. Age equal to 30 means in Python, if you declare the variable name is all in capital letters, that makes sense constant. But I'm saying that Python do not support constant. But do you want to project your variable and values are constant in Python? Better to go for capital letters. Why constant? Meaning is, what is the meaning of constant? Means value is fixed. Better not to change. But do you want to project your variable and values fixed? Better not to change to other programmers, means how we can convey them. Declare your variable as constant. Like for example, I'm declaring age equal to 40. This is my constant variable declaration. Who know about Python rules and regulations very well, they can understand that programmer has decided, has given the name is capital letter, better not to change this value. But still, if they want to change the value, they can, because Python do not support constant. So just conveying purpose, we can use capital letters. Do you want to really project your variable and values are constant fixed value that do not change, better means go for capital letters. But unnecessarily don't go for capital names. So capital letter names if we give means the meaning will be changed, right? That is constant. So that's what I recommend lowercase. Next, rule number 3. Identifiers or names allows digits. It allows the digits. Digits means numbers. In the name, you can include numbers like 0 to 9, but it should not start with a digit. Identifier should not start with a digit. Means it's digits allowed, but should not start with a digit. The name, the names or any names, the name should not start with a digit. Suppose here you can see EMP1 ID 9. In my variable name, 2 digits are there. 1 is the number, 9 is the number, right? 2 digits. So we get output clear. But in case if the name is starts with if name starts with 8 digit, so it is not valid expression, invalid. So any variable name should not start with a digit. Variable name contains digit, like 1 is here in the middle, 9 is last. Anywhere you can include digits, but it should not start with a digit. That is the matter. Okay, rules are very particular. And rule number 5 says it allows underscore. This is only the special symbol which we can allow, that is underscore symbol, and remaining not. It allows underscore, that is only special case is underscore, not even hash symbol, asterisk, dollar sign, no. But why that to underscore is specifically allowed means if identifier or name should not be two or more parts. Two or more parts. We can't include two or more parts here, identifiers. So that's the reason we can use underscore. For example, EMP space ID. This is not correct, right? EMP one word, ID is another word. So now you can see EMP is one word, ID is another word. Two words are separately with space. So invalid syntax. So better to club or combine them together using underscore sign, then it's valid now. So that's the reason. If your name of the variable, name of the function, name of the class, if it is having two or more words, then better to go for what? Combine them by using underscore sign. And then rule number 7 says if any identifier like name starts with an underscore, then it is private. Okay, yes. But in Java, C Sharp.NET, how the programmers declare private variables, public variable means they are having access specifiers, private, int, age, public, okay, public, int, age like this. But in Python, we don't have such type of access modifiers or specifiers private public. But only the way is in Python, if you want to declare the variables and functions are private or public, symbolically you have to decide. For example, by default, all the variables in Python are public only. For example, age is 30. This is the public variable. Public variable means anybody in any context, we can access and modify this one. No restriction on it. If at all, do you want to provide restriction on this age field, somebody do not access means only you only should access in your context, in your class, in your method means you can use the double underscore. So the name which starts with double underscore, this is private variable. This value can only be accessed within the same context in where you declare, like inside the class, inside the function, there only, not other functions, other class like that. Okay. So private, public, no access specifiers in Python. Only you have to decide symbolically that name is private or public. Suppose here I'm using age equal to 40. This age can be accessed in where in this current function. There don't be any function actually, but it's not right situation to talk about this private public. Later we'll include this private public variables in the object-oriented programming context. Because in object-oriented programming, what we will do, we will work with plenty of classes like class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4 like that. In one class, if we declare public variable, in any class we can access directly, no restriction. But if at all, do you want to provide restriction to that variables for do not access in other class, then go for private. Private variable always what actually starts with double underscore. So this is private variable. We cannot access into other context or other persons cannot access this one only. Later I'll come across in detail. Okay. Just remember if any name starts with underscore underscore, that is called private. And last rule, which I already explained, no keyword can be used as identifier, means name. You can't use any keyword or reserved word as your own variable name or function name, right? Suppose here df is a keyword to define the function purpose we use. But I am using this df keyword as what? Variable only. It's not possible. So this is purely keyword. It's reserved for some particular task to do. What purpose it reserved? To define a function. But how the way you are using here as a variable, not possible. So no keyword or reserved word can be used as your variable name or function name. So keywords are special purpose only you have to use. What purpose it reserved. So total 8 rules we have to follow while giving the names in Python. Either it can be a variable name, class name, function name. These two rules, these all rules are important. And let me talk about variables. Can I say variable is also called as identifier? Yes, why not? But in Python, variable is having separate definition. What is that? Variable is a named memory location. Variable is a named memory location. First, let me write the statement. After that, I'll explain in practical. Variable is a named memory location of the value. In Python, every value has its variable. Next, in Python, while declaring a variable, we need not to specify any data type. We need not to specify any data type because Python is a dynamically typed programming language. Okay, because Python is a dynamically typed programming language. Because this reason, you don't need to specify any data type explicitly, like int a, float b, like that. Because based on the value, data type automatically decided by Python internally. It's a dynamically typed language. Okay, fine. Let's see. For example, a is variable name, value is 100, print a. But I'm asking the question where 100 value is going to store a. For storing 100 value in the variable name a should get memory, right? But who is going to allot memory for a? Python internally. So that's what the a is a named memory location of this 100 value. Okay. And why a should get memory? Because to hold the 100 value. But in Python, while declaring the variable, you need not to specify any data type explicitly. This is wrong syntax. So just because it's a dynamically typed language, during the program execution, what type of value you are assigning to the variable, automatically Python will decide internally this a variable type is integer. But you mentioned explicitly integer, this is wrong syntax. This syntax will work for any language except Python. And no need to specify any data type, only a, that's it value. But do you want to know that what type of data type assigned for your variable? There is a option called type function is there. It's a built-in function. Using this function, we will come to know that what type of value data type assigned for your variable a, integer type. If I give 100.9 means it's Python decides float type. If I give group of characters name in the sense Python decides string type. And in Python, only one letter also considered as string. There is no char data type. Generally, in other language point of view, if I give one character, either it is single quote or double quotation marks, no matter, that is char type, right? But Python do not support any char type, even single character also string type only. Whatever you include in the quotation marks, that's string only. Even if I use numbers, which is in quotation marks, single quotes, that's string only. If I remove this single quotation marks, this leads to an integer. Okay. So dynamically typed means during the program execution, based upon the value what we assign to the variable, automatically Python decides the data type of this variable. So here to hold 100 value and a should get some memory. But do you want to get memory address of variable a? Yes, there is a built-in function is there, that is id functions. Id means identity. Okay, later also I'll explain about this id. So it is a built-in function. Id is a built-in function. And what is the advantage of id function? Means it is used to get the memory address of the variable. Do you want to get memory address of the variable? Then id function you can apply. And it will return always. It will return a unique integer. Memory address for every variable is unique. That is unique integer number. For example, let me figure out print id of a. Id means it's a built-in function. Of a means I want to get memory address of a. And this memory address of a base address memory number is this one. On this memory address number, 10 is going to store with the name of a. You can go and collect that 100 value from this memory by using a name. But what about next variable? I'm deciding b equal to 200 and I'm trying to print b here. Just a moment. Print b. And do you want to see the memory address of id of b also? But just because of a variable and b variable having different values, so memory address of these values are different. Look at this. The memory address number 2696, 5896 like this. Because values are different, memory address are also different. So the a memory address is this one. Whenever you print a, we are collecting the data from that memory. Can I assign multiple values to one? Ah, that is also possible. Multiple values to one variable. That is possible, sir. I'll tell you that. That is multiple assignment only, right? This is multiple. Next time talking about that only. But whenever you assign multiple values to one variable, that is not data type, data structure actually. Just please stay. In 5 minutes, I'll let you know that. Let me complete first this. Okay, Nitin. Now you can see that just based on this value different, so memory address is completely different. What happen if I try to take same value for both of them? Say A value 100, B value 100, right? If A value 100, B value 100 means Python will decide only one memory address for storing A 100 value in that. So both variables are representing or pointing to the same memory address A and B because value is same for multiple variables. So we can get this value from same memory address. So based on the value, memory address will be assigned. Here A value 100, B value 100, both the variables are having same value. So 100 value will stored in one memory address. To this memory address, you can visit with A name or we can visit with B name. We can collect it both name through this value 100 only. So just for memory address purpose, I'm telling you this. Later I'll discuss in detail what is exactly ID function identity. So this is variable section and there is a multiple assignment concept is there. Let's talk about this quickly. What is multiple assignment? See, sir, in this current example, I'm assigning one value to this one variable, right? Single value to the single variable. Let's talk about multiple assignment, what it is. So multiple assignment means it is the process of assigning a single value to multiple variables, single value to multiple variables. And also it is the process of assigning multiple values to multiple variables. Right. Multiple assignment is the process of assigning a single value to multiple variables. Multiple assignment is the process of assigning multiple values to multiple variables. Both statement I'll cover clear example, try to understand. First, we'll talk about single value to multiple variables assignment. Okay. Let's go with the new example, just 3. I'm telling you first statement, single value to multiple variables. Suppose A value 10, B value 10, C value 10. So for value is same for all 3 variables, right, sir? But why I need to give 3 lines of code waste of time? So value is anyway same, right, for all 3 variables. So to do this, instead of that, I can go for A equal to B equal to C equal to 10. Single attempt I'm doing like this. Print A, print B, print C. This is well. Within one line, you can finish the code. Single value I'm assigning to multiple variables, keep on like A and B and C. We are printing A, B, C separately. But do you want to print this all 3 variables values in the same line instead of printing line by line just because of separate print function I'm taking? So that's what we are getting print A, print B, print B, 3 lines. You can also display the elements or values in the same line, print A, B, C like this. But notice this, the moment when I display all 3 variables and values in the same line, default separator is there. Default separator is what? Space. 10 after there is a space. 10 after there is a space. But do you want to provide your own space or your own separator? Then there is a SEP attribute is there. Separator equal to single quotation comma. Means comma separator is produced. In between values, what separator I mentioned? Comma. Any separator you can mention what you want. Colon symbol means colon separator like this. Okay. This is just for separating the variable, separating the values if you are displaying in the same line only. And though we printed in the same line only one print function, still there is an option to move to the next line. How? Separator with escape sequence /n. /n means next line. Only we are using print function. Generally, one print function means all variable values display in the same line. But still, do you want to move to next line with one print function? There is a /n is there, new line only. Instead of print A, print B, print C, Within one line only you can manage it. So this example says that first statement, assigning single value to multiple variables. There is one more statement which is belongs to multiple assignment. Assigning multiple values to multiple variables means more values, more variables. Let's have the example. Let's comment this. A, B, C. How many variables? 3. And also, how many values you should take right side? 3 only, compulsory. Print A, print B, print C like this. Okay. So we got 10, 20, 30 here. We just printed line by line. So orderly it will assign, sir. 10 value goes to A, 20 value goes to B, 30 value goes to C. But sir, can't we print these values in the same line? Yes. Same line means again what we have to do? Print A, B, C. Okay. A comma B comma C here. This is okay. But my requirement is what, still I need to go for print A one line, print B next line, print C next line. 3 lines are there. But still my output should be same line only. Can I bring this values into the same line instead of moving toward next line? Yes. For that, we recommend to use end attribute with space or without space. We can see end attribute. I'm using end attribute here. End. Okay. Space. Now I'm trying to give here end attribute like this. What is the meaning of end attribute? After printing a value, there is a space generate. After space, the next line statement also will be joined to the same line only, like this. Though you are printing 3 print functions, but still we are making the output value in the same line just because of end attribute. Along with end attribute, we can use separator also like this, comma separator. But why, sir, you have not used it C after end attribute? I don't require because C after there is no D or E or something. Not required. Okay, this is the point actually. Now the question is, somebody is asking, Mr. Nitin, can we assign multiple values to single variable? You're asking. Okay, so far I explained this is what? Single value to multiple variables, multiple values to multiple variables. Somebody is asking what? Assigning multiple values to single variable they are asking. This is called data structure actually. This is called data structure actually. Whenever we try to assigning, okay, give me 1 second. Yeah. Assigning multiple values to single variable. What is it? Assigning multiple values to single variable. Suppose here A, 10, 20, 30, I'm using. Print A. Try to get the type of A, sir. What type it is? Tuple. It's a data structure. Whenever you want to assign group of elements or group of values in one object or one variable, that makes structure. It is tuple structure. If I give square bracket enclosed, it's called list data structure. If I give flower bracket, it's called set data structure. Data structure is different. Data type is different. I hope you understand. So it's a structure, sir, actually. I'll talk about data structures, tuple, list, set, anyway. Lot of things are there. When you want to assign multiple values in one object, that becomes structural, not type. But I'm talking about type only. Yes. So this is about multiple assignment variables, identifiers and rules and regulations, keywords, reserved words, comments, and most importantly, indentation need to be taught. This I'll discuss in tomorrow's session. So these are all 4 demo lectures what we completed successfully. Aside in the very first day, you have 4 demo sessions. I explained 4 demo lectures clearly what is what. And do you really want to continue these lectures from tomorrow onwards? You must and should enroll for this course. For that, please contact DURGASOFT. This link will not work for tomorrow's session. Only enrolled students get a new link that is permanent link daily morning 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And already you have enrolled, no worries, you just ignore. Yeah, UPI, we can mention, you can do it, no problem. Contact them, then UPI through only. And already who enrolled, don't worry, I'll collect your mail IDs from DurgaSoft today, and I can maintain your mails in Excel sheet. And then you will get all these 4 recorded videos. I'll upload in Google Drive. Along with that, you will receive core Python PDF material. Yeah.
I have a question. I spoke to the one lady from the
Uh,
DURGASOFT.
uh,
So I mentioned that, see, I'm joining the Python course right
uh,
now,
mm.
and because I'm from the production support background, so
Okay.
based on my interest, after 2 months, if I want to go further, which is most
Framework.
99% I'll go, but again
Frameworks.
it is, so I will pay the remaining fees. If I want to go further, I'll pay the remaining further course fee later.
Mm.
So she said, no, told that we discussed in the class. I need to
What,
pay
what,
for
what
the
what she said? What she said?
no installment. I told this is not install.
No, that
Maybe
is
she did not
a,
understand.
yeah, she did not understand, I guess. This is not an installment because you are only looking for Python right now. Do one thing, man. Just go with the Python only. Later, I'll take care. Don't worry.
But later on, I supposed to pay the 10,000 remaining, right?
That is only, yeah, same.
Okay, I'll go for the Python. And
Mm.
I have one more question.
Mm.
Do you have any I mean any batch which is before that, which we can join, or this is the only one?
Right now, it is only the one which I am handling new batch. Okay. In the,
Oh,
what is that? In future, any before like, right now, the 9 a.m. is going, 9 a.m. slot will become free later. I don't know. When it will be free, I'll let you know. And 8 a.m. is going, that is in the middle, you can't join. But in the 7 a.m. or evening, if any batch, you will get update in the WhatsApp group. As per your convenience, you can shift anytime. I will allow. Feel free to shift. No worries at all.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't want to lose any knowledge which you are sharing here, because of the
That's the
batch
reason.
change. If something is going on the same in the another batch also, I'll be happy.
Sure, sure.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and pay the like the Python course fee. As you clear me that I can pay the remaining fee for the, if I want to go for the another, I mean further course.
That's it. That's it. This is just for division of the courses. What?
Yeah, division of the courses. I'm paying the
Mm.
full fee for the course which I'm taking, and
Yeah.
if I want to further go,
Mhm.
then I can pay the full fee for the another course.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
that.
thank you for confirmation.
Sir, I also had one question.
Mm.
All these will be live classes, right?
Live only, right? I'm speaking. That means it's live.
Got it. Okay. So just like this class, we will be having other classes also.
Other classes also till the end only. There is no, see, while I'm telling that session is recording, this recorded video will be uploaded to your Google Drive for further reference. When you miss the session, you can play the video, or in future also. Do you want to recap everything session by session? You can play the video and listen and practice.
Got it, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Hello, sir. I have some couple of questions.
Go
So,
ahead.
my first question is, sir, are we looking database as well for
Yes. All
backend application?
the, yeah, database operations we will do with Python core and advanced only. That is the database concepts also included, but not full-fledged database. Full-fledged database, do you need? You have to go for full stack.
Okay,
Full stack
I have a
Python, correct?
yeah,
Full
please
stack only.
go.
So, full
I'm
stack.
sorry.
Actually, I'm looking for full stack Python course.
If you are looking for full stack Python, complete database knowledge also you will get.
So,
SQLite,
sir,
MySQL.
sir,
Yeah.
I'm asking, is there any early morning 6 or 7 a.m. batch?
No.
Uh, Actually, I just want to join your batch.
I
Correct.
understand that. I understand. But see, sir, right now the batches are already running batches are there. But
Mm-hmm.
whenever the slots will free, then we will announce new batch on that time. But there is no morning batch right now. It's a fresh batch now. 10 a.m. started 4 days back.
So, sir, in 15 days, 20 of a month, is there any possibility to start a new batch in early morning, like 6 or 7 a.m.?
I'm not sure, man, because no guarantee. Maybe
Mm.
7 a.m. maybe, but not sure.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I have one question. So, Sir, I'm working on 3 shifts. So right now I'm working on afternoon shift. So I'm able to join this 10 a.m. sir. So for next month, if I join evening batch also, sir, if my shift will change at night shift.
See, that's what, man. Once you become my student, then you should keep on touch with me only through WhatsApp or mail. As per your request, all support will be given from my side only. So you can shift according to your convenient time. So without any problem at all.
Okay.
That facility I'll provide from my side, my end only. All my
Okay.
batches, in any batch, you can able to attend, no problem.
Okay. Okay. Sir.
Many
Thank you.
of them will do like that only. Initially, they can enroll 10 a.m., but whenever I announce new batches in WhatsApp group, they can get that information. So new batch is going to start new timings. They'll ask, can I shift into that batch? Which is always welcome, no problem. That's not an issue, right?
Okay. Okay. Sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I have one further question, just last question, I promise.
No problem.
I mean,
You can ask
like,
many questions. I'll wait here for
okay,
you.
yeah, as somebody was asking regarding the database.
Hmm.
So, I mean, should we parallelly start the SQL? I mean, like,
No. See, sir, first our complete focus on up to 2 months Python only. Whenever we will be start framework sessions like Django, first Django also first 1 week or 5 days complete Django setup and all setting up installation process and everything we will make arrange. After that, immediately UI basics I'll start because without having user interface basics like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, we can't develop any website, right? That's what I'll cover. Then after that, immediately SQLatory, MySQL basics also we will be covered because you should have the database knowledge. Then after that, full-fledged framework sessions will start. This is
okay,
the
so I need not
process.
to worry about the SQL and all. You will
SQL,
take care of that.
I'll take care. Basics, queries, and everything you can pass. To be frank, I'm saying once you are in nowadays in full stack development people, they don't usually write raw SQL statement. Means insert query, update query, you will never write in our sessions. Automatically, ORM tool is there, object relational mapper. Only with Python script through, we will automatically generate the tables and records and all everything manual. But anyway, you should have the knowledge on queries also. I'll explain that. Don't worry.
Okay, so yeah. I mean, I'll go for the full Python course only, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
No
just
matter, sir. Whatever you are convenient. I'm not asking you to enroll full stack completely now itself. That's what I said clearly, right?
yeah.
You go
But
with our.
this batch will only go convert into the full stack once the Python is
No,
completed.
all my every new batch full stack only. Okay, full stack
Okay,
means first 2 months who are willing to work only learn Python, they can travel with me up to 2 months Python only, then they can exit. And who opted already full stack and willing to full stack, then we'll continue same time extension subject like Django REST API continuously.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. This is Madhu.
Hmm.
Actually, the issue is I need 1 week time for paying fee. Is it possible? Because of
That part I don't want. That what I can't take care because you can talk to my team. If they'll agree, there is not an issue. But that financial matter, I don't interfere, man. Actually, so it's my job is only to teach you. That's it. They'll take
okay,
care behind the scenes. But anyway, I'll give my side one word to them. So I think they'll agree.
yeah, this is Madhu. You inform, sir. Because of this is I'm right now 19th, na 27. I will get the amount.
Sure, no problem.
That,
I'll inform. I think they'll consider for sure if I inform that.
Hi, Mohan.
Yeah, Viresh.
So I actually am applying for F1 visa, and if the course gets over and if I get the certification, I can show the certification to the visa consular because I will be mentioning that I've been part of. I mean, I've been taking this course on my 30 years.
But see, sir, after 45 days minimum or during the end of the course only, our team will provide the course completion letter.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you. Like, can I get any letter saying that I am a part of this course currently and I'm pursuing it from DurgaSoft?
That you can raise the request to my team. So obviously it's easy to get. It's not an issue.
It's easy to get, right?
Yeah,
Because I had contacted someone on via WhatsApp and I had posted the same request to him. He has asked me to mail and I've already mailed.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've still not got any reply because I've just mailed it in the morning. So, it would be good if you put a word to them.
Sure. No problem. Just after closing this session, I'll talk to them immediately about your request.
Yeah, it's just a letter saying that I'm a part of. I mean, I'm taking the classes.
Yeah. That one request I'm telling you, just take the confirmation fully, then only you can pay that. Okay.
Sure. No, I'll be taking the course because
no, that is not matter for me. But again, you should not suffer from my team, right? Because you should get clarity. You just take full confirmation, even though I'll tell you this regarding them. Then if they agree, then we can proceed. No problem.
Sure, not a problem.
Yeah.
But certification is not something like we should take like a PCEP or something. You will give the certificate. But
we are giving just a course completion letter, man.
Yeah. I mean, certification should be done via
certification.
like PCEP, right?
Python certifications are different. That is, you can claim that I am a certified person.
Yeah.
That is different.
But
you
you are covering all the contents of that PCEP. I saw the PCEP certification.
I understand that. I understand. But see, once you learn these all Python course, you can easily attempt that certification exams also. No problem.
Yeah.
But according to my opinion, no need to take any certified. Subject is only the matter. Even I am not certified of Python, but I'm teaching.
Yeah,
right?
but in the companies, they take care.
Companies, they'll always ask, man, to show that your profile to the clients. So we are having plenty of many certified person, but certification nowadays, how the people are getting, I know very well. Okay, instead of nothing doing, then they can get automatically certificate. Your company people only will claim that we are certified developers, but no one really have standard knowledge. But I'm not speaking about all of regarding that, somebody like that only. But that's not an issue.
Yeah, because we don't have the knowledge right now. We will be gaining knowledge via classes.
That's what I'm saying. If you are really knowledge, after gaining knowledge, try to attempt the certification exam as your own. If you get good credits, then you are genuinely put that I am certified person. But to be frank, if you claim about yourself that I am certified person, obviously expectations also will be more on you. Please be ready for that. Because you are claiming that I am a certified person. Compared to other, I am having more knowledge, right? That you have to showcase them. So certified persons, if you put in your resume, I am the certified Python developer, means the questions also will be that range only. Okay. So that's what my opinion. Don't look at the certification. Instead of that, just try to improve the knowledge as much as you can. That will play the good role in your career. So thanks for attending this session. Have a nice time. See you tomorrow.
Sir,
Please try
one question, sir. While joining demonstration, so we have given another email ID. So is that any problem for while paying?
That mail ID is working, right?
Yeah, working.
That mail ID is
but
working.
It is
no
full,
problem.
sir. So that's why.
Full means, see, that's what. Whenever I ask you the mail ID to share the videos and upload, at that time your drive should be enough space.
Okay.
Payment for payment purpose, not an issue.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
See you tomorrow. Have a nice time. Please try to enroll for this course if you're really interested. And I'll get mails from DurgaSoft. Immediately I can start sharing these 4 video lectures along with core Python PDF. And you will see, we'll see in the new link tomorrow morning, 10 a.m.
Yeah. But even
tell me.
One question. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't think about to we should have the separate mail ID because my mail IDs are from long back.
No problem. Any mail ID. If you need just
Yeah, yeah. I mean, those might be like exhausted or maybe exhaust with the size. I guess. I mean, if we have like 5 GB or 10 GB, that will be fine, right?
fine. No problem. No problem.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.